Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about books. I know it's not like my last content, it's very different, but I've just been in a very good reading mood lately and I've just been keeping up with it, and I'm so proud of myself because I just in my past used to hate reading. I used to despise it. I used to just not have any relationship with it at all, and just recently I've gotten, at least during COVID, I started getting back into it and actually having a liking to it and not being hateful towards it because of schoolwork or anything that made me feel like I should hate it. So yeah, today I just want to talk about books and for an average reader, like what that's like, because I know a lot of people read, or some people have more of a passion to reading, they read more, and some people just read for fun, and I'm just someone who likes to read for fun, and I wanted to share with you guys what I've been reading and what I have on my agenda of what's next and what I'm excited about. Also, ignore any background noise. I live on the streets. So the books I have read from mid-September to now mid-October that we're in now, towards the end of October I guess. So this first one is the first one I read for the three that I have, is Sputnik's Sweetheart. Don't know if I'm saying that right. I've been reading the whole book and I looked it up and everything. I still feel like I'm saying it wrong. Sputnik? Yeah, Sputnik Sweetheart. I love this author, Haruki Murakami. The first book that I actually read when I first started getting into reading was Norwegian Wood. And I will say, I still have never finished it. I got probably like that close to finishing Norwegian Wood. I still have never finished it to this day. It was so good and I liked it, so I don't know why I didn't, but the only reason why I started it is because I heard that Harry Styles read that book. Not gonna lie. So I started reading it because of that. So I could think and know what's going on inside his head. I'm crazy, it's fine. So yeah, that kind of inspired me to get this one because I saw a post on Instagram about it and thought, hey, this sounds good. It was more of a love story. It had more depth into perspectives, especially coming from an outsider perspective. So Samir is basically she's basically the main character of this story, but it's told through the eyes of this guy named Kay, who is madly in love with her. He just basically tells a story from his point of view, but also it oddly intertwines with her point of view, and it's really cool. And it's kind of a story about not that they're in love with each other. This one guy's in love with, it's like a love triangle. I feel like I feel more with a book like this compared to like a feel-good book, just like a feel-good movie. It's like, this has something else about it. Like, I feel like I learned a lot from this. So I definitely recommend this book if you're looking into it. The next one that I read was Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. I'm not gonna lie, I started to hate it once it especially got to the end. I loved it in the first half. The second half was just like, no, I got mad at the characters, I got mad at the girl, I got mad at the guy. It turned into started off with cheating and then ended with cheating, and it made me angry. I just did not like the progression of the book, and even when the ending happened, I didn't even want to finish it, but I did because I got so close. It's all about music, it's all about love, it's about loving the person you shouldn't love, and that kind of trope, but it's just, I don't know if it's just Colleen Hoover, I don't know what it was, I just didn't like it. So yeah, I would give that, I didn't rate the other book, but this one I would give a 2 out of 5 stars. And that's generous. I don't know what it was, I hated this. Sorry. If you like it, I'm not judging you, it just wasn't for me. I couldn't with the characters. So the next book that I read more recently was Maybe in Another Life. I loved this book. I really did. I've been waiting so long to read this. I think it's been almost a year since I've actually had this and haven't read it. I just knew I was gonna be one point, I was gonna be in the mood to read it, and it was now. It was now, babe. Like, I knew this was gonna hit harder. Just because it's about basically this girl, Hannah Martin. It follows her life when she goes to a bar. In one version of her life, she leaves with the guy. In the other version of her life, she didn't leave with the guy. And it just follows throughout the whole book. This 2 different lives that she lives based off that one decision she makes. And it just, it really just touches upon like how significant yet insignificant the choices you make in life are. Like, it just really makes you think about and be grateful for the decisions you made, but also the decisions that you didn't make, because each choice you make will inevitably lead you into the best path for you based off that decision. So I really feel like, in my personal beliefs, that no matter what decision you make in life, when it comes to real life, right, when we make decisions that are scary to make, making them will never hurt you. It will just lead you in a life best meant for you. I guess what it makes, maybe this makes no sense, but I guess what it makes me feel like is like everything will end up being okay. And I really don't think that, maybe not every decision you make is the right one or the wrong one. It's just the fact that in the end you'll be okay. I think I'm confusing myself. I don't know. I think you guys should read it because I think it's very interpretive of your own perspective, and maybe you feel stronger about one path that she makes and decision she makes, or maybe you feel stronger about the other one she makes. And I think that is what this book was meant for, was to make you really reflect on your own decisions you make and like where that would lead you, and how you kind of meet the people you're meant to meet in any, like, no matter which decision you make, you meet those people no matter what, especially when it comes to romance. I really believe that you'll meet them in one way or another when you're meant to, just maybe in different ways. And that's why when I wrapped up this book, it was just so cute. It was so just, it was worth the read. I would give this 4 out of 5, maybe 5 out of 5, honestly, just for me personally. Yeah, I'll give it a 5 out of 5. Yeah, like, I feel like I don't know how to rate books because I see people on YouTube, they like judge it really hard, and I feel like I don't read enough to judge it that hard. Like, I feel like I haven't had much to go off of, so I guess I really like this, so definitely recommend. So next, I wanted to show you guys the books I'm currently reading. One of them is more of like a self-help directional book, the other one's just more of a fiction book. The first one I'm going to show you guys, or share to you guys, is The Art of Thinking Clearly. And this one I heard on The Wizard Liz, she's on YouTube, and she talks about this book, and I immediately bought it off Amazon when she was talking about it, because I just knew I'd gain something out of this. And so far I've gotten like this far in it, and I've been annotating it more, because books like this I feel more compelled to annotate, and I feel like it's more teaching myself habits or teaching myself a mentality, and it's more of an education. And I just enjoy books like that every once in a while. Like, this is something I bring to me to class on the train, and it gives me something to do, and I feel like I'm actively thinking and actively reading. And I don't know, it's fun. And it talks more about mindsets that people have, and right here this chapter talks about incentive super response tendencies and like things people do, and I guess it's not necessarily trying to persuade you to do something, but more just making you aware of the things us humans do and why we do it. Just like psychology of why we're thinking these ways, and how to use that knowledge to think clearly in our decisions later. So I feel like personally it's really beneficial to me right now in my life. I feel like, girl, we're in our 20s, like, we need to figure stuff out, we need to make decisions, and we need to get them done. I really recommend this to people who are just trying to figure stuff out. We may not know what we're doing, but this kind of makes you feel like less alone. Talks about the availability bias and how we create a picture of the world using examples that most easily come to mind. And like, I don't know, just some of these quotes feel very like, oh, that makes sense. Or that makes sense why I did that. So this is really good so far. And the next book that I'm currently reading, and it's definitely gonna take me a while. I am prepared for the journey. Am I? I don't know. But it's A Little Life. And I know a lot of people have read this, and based off of how people react to it, I am definitely terrified. I'm scared, but I'm here for it. I've gotten this far. Yeah, so not too far. Really not at all. It's crazy how I feel like I've been reading it forever though, and it's like every page is so slim, so thin, that I don't get anywhere. I'm one of those people that like to feel like I'm making progress, and when I'm not, I'm like, oh, this is hard, and I feel like mentally like disappointed, I guess. But I mean, hey, when I finish this, no one can stop me. Yeah, I'm definitely learning about the characters. It's kind of hard to keep up right now, just because I have to keep up with all these storylines, these plots, who's doing what to who, and I get confused with the names and just like visually getting disoriented. So I'm hoping to get in a better groove with this soon, because I really want to finish it. So now to the TBR of what I'm planning on reading this upcoming month. I don't know if I can get to all of it just because I'm so busy with school, and I'm still getting used to like swapping out my screen time for reading time. But I am excited to read these ones just because it's two of them have been on my TBR for a while now, and the other two are things I recently got. So I'll start with the ones that have been on my TBR for a while. First is The Cruel Prince, and I've heard mixed reviews on this, but I feel like I'm trying to get into more fantasy, and I feel like this will be an easy book to get into that with. It just feels very light and not too complicated, maybe. Hey, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. I just feel like this would be a good place to start. And it sounds like a good storyline, so I'm excited for that. Don't really know much other than that though, but that's why I'm reading this. I want to get more into fantasy so I can start a Court of Thorn and Roses series, because I heard amazing things about that. But next is The Fine Print. I also heard really good things about this trilogy. I think it's 3 books, yeah. I'm really uneducated with. I guess I know a lot about book talk, but not that much. I don't know. I'm excited to start The Fine Print. I love my romance novels. I'm a romance girly. I don't know what it is. It makes me happy. So I'm excited about this one. And the next one is one of the new books that I got recently. This one I actually got at like not antique book, but just one of those small little local bookshops that don't really have like, it's not like a Barnes & Noble's where they have like new stuff. It's more just stuff that has been collected. So I got Excellent Woman, and I don't really know much about this either. It's more just it's set in the 1950s in England, and it's just about women. So basically it's about like feminine patience and just how we handle things and our emotions, and I think it's cute. It gives me like reading outside books, so I don't know with this weather if that's gonna work, but I think this is more of a park bench read. So that's that. Next book that I actually got today in this little bookshop that opened up near my school, and I'm so excited because I didn't have a plan going in there. I kind of just knew I wanted to get something. I just wanted to read it and see if it was good, and I definitely heard about this before, but it's called Love Theoretically, and I just read the back and I thought it was so cute, and like I love a good romance novel, so I'm just excited about this one because it gives the trope of like, it's more like, ooh, fake dating trope mixed with I hate everyone but you. Or is it, I don't know, it's more like enemies to lovers. So this is more of the fake dating trope and enemies to lovers mixed together. So I'm like, yeah, that's perfect for me. I'm not gonna lie, I think I might read this one first. This one just seems the most entertaining. It's more of a bedtime read. That's what it feels like. So I'm excited about that one. I don't know much about it other than that, but I'm excited. So I love being a girl. I love all my little silly little books. I love my silly little romance novels. I love it all. So I'm here for it. And yeah, that's basically all I have to share with you guys. I just wanted to share with you my reading journey and where I'm at right now. So yeah, that's basically it for today. I hope this was entertaining a little bit, at least, because I just talked about books for I don't know how long this is gonna end up. I'm excited to see you guys soon, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.